Hey guys, Shane West here. Just wanted to let you know I found a bow. It is up in the Dallas area. It's the Bowtech Carbon Overdrive. I'm fixing to make a road trip up there to go and pick it up. So let's head on out here, get on the road, and see if we can't go out here and get this bow picked up. I don't really get excited when it comes about getting into Dallas traffic, but you know, we've got to do what we got to do, right? Oh man, look at the love bugs out here. It's horrible. It's that time of year, but I'll update you a little more once I get rolling. Well folks, I'm back home. Shot several bows today, and I didn't get any of the ones I actually thought I was going to get. I found a good deal on a used bow. It's a 2014. It's the Bowtech Carbon Overdrive. I got a really good deal on it. I've shot it. I like it. And you know, by getting this one used, it gives me the opportunity maybe in a couple of years to get a brand new one if I decide to go that route. But I wanted to get some footage of shooting the bow out here at the target, getting it sighted in and everything. But we've got a tropical depression, may soon be a hurricane coming in down on the Gulf Coast. And it looks like we're starting to get some of the weather coming in from it. It could start raining at any time now. It's getting pretty dark. We got winds picking up and thunder coming in. But anyway, I'll get some footage of shooting this thing, and one of my goals, I want to set the camera at about 15 yards away and just see how much noise it actually makes when I shoot it, and if I'm going to need to add any additional string suppressors or anything like that. Right now it has no string suppressors on it at all. It's just got the string stop, which they say works fine, but we'll see. We'll give it a shot. We'll test it out and see how it sounds on video and see where we go from there. But I'm gonna head on in before either lightning finds me or I get wet from rain, one of the two, and I'll let y'all know what happens, and we'll get some footage of everything. All right, okay, day two. Got the bow rigged out now, or at least finished up. Changed arrows. I've been shooting gold tips, the old style 55-75s. That was roughly equivalent to about a 400 spine, if I'm not mistaken, on it. I went down and picked up some new arrows. I ended up getting the Easton Full Metal Jackets. It's the 6 millimeter in the limited edition autumn orange. Went old school on this, but I bumped up the stiffness significantly to a 320 for the spine on this one, and I'm hoping maybe it'll stabilize the arrows a little bit better, since I'm going to have a little bit more speed going with this bow, as well as since I've switched to a 125 grain point. So anyway, we're going to take the bow out here and give it a shot. Like I said earlier, I'm going to set the camera up probably 10 yards away and see how it does on noise. You can see right now there's no silencers, string suppressors, or anything like that on it at all. So it's going to be interesting to see just how much noise this thing does make. The only suppression on it is the string stop that comes stock from Bowtech, and a couple of little suppressors down here on the limbs, and then the stabilizer suppressor out here on the front. So we're going to give it a shot, see what it does, see how far the sights have to be moved, if it's still on from shooting the lighter gold tip arrows. And let's give it a shot and see what happens. right, let's take a walk over here and see how they hit. Well, looking at it, it looks like they're going to be hitting a little bit lower. That was a 20-yard pin at 20 yards. So I'm going to have to raise the group up a little bit. But they all seem to be in straight. I didn't see any fishtailing, any porpoising, any wobbling, corkscrewing, or anything like that. So I'm going to make a few adjustments on the sights, and hopefully I'll get it zeroed in and we'll go from there. If I make any other big changes, we'll be back in a little bit and take a look at them. Well, I'm sure you noticed in the one segment of the video that Zan was running her laps around the pool. If I'd have run that many laps, my big fat butt would have been laying out in the grass, and I'd have had to get the ambulance to come pick me up. But guess that's the benefit of being a young cur dog, right? If you noticed in the video when I was actually shooting, the bow itself was not very loud, considering that the camera was only probably 30 feet away, 10 yards or so. I'm content with that. I'm happy with that. I may add a string suppressor or two, maybe one on the string and two on the cables, but I'm not overly concerned about the volume of the shot actually going off now. Also, I was really pleased with those Easton Full Metal Jacket arrows. They flew really well. I had shot some of the gold tips a little bit earlier, and they had a corkscrewing motion to them, and that may very well have been that the fletching may have been messed up a little bit on it, because I did have a couple of pass-throughs on the target. I was shooting a black hole target. But it could have also been that those arrows may have been underspined for that bow, so we'll have to wait and see what happens and what comes out of that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed seeing this, maybe picked up a tip or two, and if you have any questions, as always, feel free to ask and I'll get you some answers. So again, like we always say, go outside and enjoy the great outdoors.